United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start public comment. Comments for 5 minutes, and anything on the agenda. This was an ant, wasn't it? Real good shape.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is a
Turn
blessing.
out, right?
Yeah, no, it went pretty well.
So I just have a quick question. Is the sheriff just really on top of things with the quarterly report, or do you guys have a deadline for all the other departments to get their quarterly reports in?
They just do it themselves whenever they get them done. There's not really a time limit.
So way to go, Dennis, for being so on top of it.
Or his helper.
Or that.
More the helper, but yeah, we do.
He delegated, right?
Right.
So those should start trickling in from, does every department do quarterlies, or do some of them do like 3?
I
3 year.
think it's just the certain ones that take in the money, like the treasurer, the recorder, us,
Sheriff?
Dennis. I don't think there's any other departments that take in money that we get quarterlies.
So then they're semi-annual or just,
There's veterans.
Oh, yeah, veteran, yeah, Elizabeth has one that she does.
Yeah, she does.
But other than that, I don't think there's any other ones.
so does everyone else do a semi-annual or just like a yearly report to show how their spending was or whatever?
I think they're quarterly, right?
I mean, if they don't do a quarterly,
Oh, I have no idea.
the other departments.
I don't know if they need to report or, I'm
Well,
not
cause
sure.
they'd spend stuff, the other departments, wouldn't they? So you'd still have expenses.
Well, but they use the expenditures on claims and stuff.
Okay.
Do we have to get a hold of them for this before we show up? The flu shots? We just show up?
I think you
I
just
just
show
walk
up.
in
When
and
you show up, you gotta fill that sheet out.
Yeah,
And probably just hand the sheet in when you go in for.
got it. 10 Roger. I probably, do I get paid mileage for that if I come down one time? No? Laura would've said yes.
Sorry.
Push it.
go home, come back, and
I tried.
You should have waited till Laura was back then.
I wasn't thinking, was I? Eating it.
I didn't even see what I even turned in.
I had such a few the last month or maybe 2, I didn't even turn anything in. I know 1 month I did for sure.
Yeah. I got one in Eldora who don't write the mileage, and they pay it, so.
I'm really anxious to see what the state's gonna do this correctional system stuff. So, you know, I'm on the 6th judicial.
Mm-hmm.
I know there'll be a decrease in supervisors on the boards.
We got cut in half up into CSS.
I think you get 4/10 of a vote. Cause I used to be on that,
Yeah.
or 16.
Our big vote.
Half of them voted. So, you know. I think Johnson County gets 6 votes, and Lynn County gets 8 votes.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, that's kinda what I thought too.
Your vote counts.
Your vote
Well,
somewhat counts.
all somewhat counts. Yeah, I bet I haven't said 10 words on the Zoom yet.
Yeah.
You just gotta sit there and watch. But with the state doing what they're doing with them, I definitely do know that that number's gonna go down like, your
Yeah.
deal.
Our last meeting of CSS chairman kept looking at me because he was wanting motions and stuff, and I wouldn't say anything. We got done, I says, you gotta realize, I'm an alternate right now for Grundy County. That way we can still participate with the meeting, or be there, but we don't have a vote. So, and that was how we kept it, so everyone could show up for the meeting, so. And then I'm still on the HR board.
tell them to pipe down.
I think next year we'll have to give you a time.
Well, next year I won't be the new guy, so I can still, I know what's going on next year.
We'll let you do a Tama next year.
You would. Yeah, I'm not busy. Oh, actually, next year will be a little bit better.
Well, that
I'll
one,
have no high school
I think
volleyball.
that one,
Right.
maybe 4 times a year, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Maybe I'll give you the CSS.
No, if you wanna.
That one's twice a month.
Yeah. Actually, I think they're just fine. If we start changing them, we get all mixed up, and I'd really forget them.
I missed the one where I had to go to Lansing. I was in Missouri.
Casey, did you get what Lori was talking about in that email? About hopefully I got to ride with you or
Yeah.
whatever? I forgot the meeting. I thought about it, I just saw it when I walked out of here, talked to you, and I was like, completely forgot about it for the point, and then I went out, to talk to, the south of here, doesn't matter. And then, cause I had to be home by noon, cause I was gonna zoom in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plain forgot it, and I had it right
Should've brought
here
it
about
with
a
me.
half hour before. It's like, oh my god.
Like I said earlier, getting older.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's terrible. Gosh.
That's why we have that pocket calendar. Keep right with you.
Mine would have to have like 10 dingers on it, you know, like, hey, it's an hour from now.
Yeah.
Well, let's start on it's tomorrow. Okay, it's
Yeah.
today, you know, Hey, you're an hour away.
That's why I text you Friday morning.
Yeah.
I thought I better let you know.
Yep, that's what I told Dave at Landfill too, it's like, feel free.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Karen, did you hear anything from the state on the,
I have not heard from the state. Warren County is the other county that's having the same issue as us, and they actually called us last week to discuss things with us. And so they are working on trying to get a letter sent to the state, and so I'm waiting patiently to see what they send, 'cause they're gonna send me a copy of it and everything.
so did Warren County come up with their own
So they,
redistricting?
talked to LSA, the LSA office actually, and they aren't under the impression, and their county assistant and county attorney is under the impression that it'll be up to us to do the re-precincting, and then they send in what we suggest, and LSA will probably just go with it.
As far as the supervisor districts?
So I'm.
So did you send it in then?
I have not,
Okay.
because according to the Secretary of State's office, they still say that's not the right process, but I think when it all boils down to, we will end up sending it to the LSA office.
and it will end up what it will.
Probably, yep, but I'm waiting
To
to
coordinate
see
with
what their
Warren.
letter and everything says, so that we can possibly talk to our
I mean,
county
we can
attorney and do the same kind of
Stay
thing.
on top of this thing and get a hold of me, cause I gotta call Guido from Chicago. I mean, we gotta go down to the state and we gotta bust some heads with it. So if I don't need Guido, you gotta.
I'll let you
Richard, you're safe, Richard.
I didn't
He's
hear what he
volunteered.
said.
He volunteered.
Oh, oops.
It's,
Edit.
Well, that would be a good, I mean, as long as we're not the only county in this position, we have another county that's in the same position.
That apparently misunderstood it the exact same way we
Well,
misunderstood it.
They called to get our take on what happened here, and when I told her we'd contact them in January, she's like, that's exactly what we did, we got the same responses you did.
See,
and
that's
then-
ridiculous.
So, 2 counties this has happened to,
Mhm.
so,
Are we the only 2 counties that are doing it, or you
Yeah,
just
I
haven't
don't-
heard of any
I
others?
haven't heard of any other ones.
Okay.
But the way, after they talk to the LSA office, it sounds to me like it will come down to what we've already done, that we'll be able to turn in.
Well, at least we've got it done.
I mean,
If you think about it, and everybody has said this, what are they gonna do different? You know, cause the numbers, you know, I mean.
They can't do it.
If they make any kind of change, it changes our precincts, which means we would have to re-precinct.
Which they don't care if it changes your precincts.
They,
Right.
it's just a process thing.
From what I took for our conversation with Warren County, and they talked to the LSA office, the LSA office said the counties does it first, and then they go for what the counties
What does LSA stand for again?
I have to look it up.
Legal services? I don't know, that'd be my guess.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
Laura would have mentioned
She would know.
It's just a state control, I mean.
this twice.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
She
No,
knows
really, I
a
do
lot of
apologize.
stuff.
I can't believe I said that stuff out loud. I
It's okay.
apologize.
It does not hurt my feelings at all.
Well, it hurts my feelings that it doesn't hurt your feelings.
It's gonna roll right off my back, no problem,
Wow.
kinda like a duck.
Until she takes that clock over there and hits you over the head. with it.
Yeah.
Then you'll know.
No, take the one off the wall that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Now that he took it down and just put it back up, you might wanna have a heads up. What happened if he doesn't have that up there correctly?
Workman's comp.
Work was. Probably make the clock start working.
Maybe.
New pastor next week? You.
Me, yeah. So I hope it rains, so I get time to write a new sermon.
Chance of rain Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 20s, 30s.
It'll be nice and dry Friday morning.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've got a stack of sermons about this thick. There may be an old one come up. So,
If it's nice and dry
Rerun
Sunday,
Sunday.
expect a fast service so we can get up.
You ever listen to, or do you know Dr. Jeremiah, David Jeremiah?
mm,
You've never heard of Dr. Jeremiah? Big, minister out, what is he? He's got an organization, I see your head bouncing up and back down. What's his organization?
I don't know, but he's got a real big church.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
And he
big church,
does a lot of.
but there's a bunch of his on
movies.
YouTube, just like 20 minutes at a time, what? And I'm sure he's not the only one.
I know a lot of times, Sunday mornings, between 6:30 and 7, sometimes they're running out to the farm to do chores. And I'm listening to WMT, and they're giving a sermon. It sounds very similar to what the pastor says after a while
Yeah.
at church. And I'm saying, yeah.
Turning point, you beat me. It was within seconds though.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
he
You can't
is.
get that anything past that Casey.
yeah.
I always wondered if a person couldn't just put that up on the TV, on the screen some Sunday just for a sermon. Cause they're all like, and I'm sure they're all the same. There's other ones, they're like 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long.
Yeah, I know,
Sure, if they're that big,
I
they're
saw it.
copyrighted or something.
I saw an email, from the church, from the synod,
You know,
basically
I
had
idea.
a place on there, if you need to have sermon notes,
We have a book.
Oh.
yeah, I could go too.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I can get it. Oh, maybe it's in there.
then they're also talking, the synod's talking about
see.
giving
I'll
people
bet
like
I'd go.
myself classes,
Or have-
so that, I don't know if it's so that we can go to other churches, or so we can
Yeah.
do a better job of giving communion and stuff like that.
Hey, just go on the internet, man. You can be,
I never mess with it.
you have one button.
Why don't you ask?
Yeah, but would your church pay you if you took that extra
They
service?
might pay me better, right now they don't pay me much.
Well, that's a little.
No, he didn't hear you. He didn't hear you.
What?
I'll find out.
I'm kinda hearing that too.
It'll be after.
I've asked him myself.
Casey can't hear me because Karen's in the way.
That's what I heard.
And anybody that lives close to our church, can fill in too.
Well, that backfired.
I got nothing there.
Do you have Sunday morning on call?
I don't know.
I probably do. We just have three on Sundays.
Hey, he'll call you.
Yeah. I'll look at the calendar.
Next Sunday's open if I I'm not
Yeah.
there.
Okay, I have, 9:30, we'll start a regular meeting, and I have a motion to approve last week's minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes, all those in favor?
it. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Ben,
Morning.
good morning.
Doing, Bev? Doing all right. Good, thank you. Alright, we've been working on 30th near M, cleaning
dirt crew did work last week, we're all finished up with that, it's just, we're waiting on the subcontractor to come in, pave the approaches and that trail underneath, so. Bridge crew, we got going on I Avenue, north of, 150th Street, they're gonna be encasing some piles and, removing the wood deck on that, so. I also have Denko, coming in this week, they're gonna do some bridge deck repair on a few bridges. And one of those is just south of Vining, there on B18, and then the other one is on E66, west of Highway 21, so. I'm just gonna do some, the one on E66, we put some like cold patch in because some of the rebar was showing, so they're gonna be doing some concrete, kinda probably milling off a little bit and then taking out those spots, so. And then on the shop, the garage doors, they've finally, were here last week, it's taken them a month and a half to get here, but they've come and fixed, and kind of worked on those, so, we'll be meeting with our, power washer dealer on getting a wall mount for our hot seat. Cause the way the contract was is says it's supposed to be wall mounted and that we supply it, so we gotta find out how to hook it up there so that Kraus can hook up the exhaust and all that sort of stuff to it, so. Out of,
We're gonna do that though.
yeah, we'll be, the way the contract states, it's kind of,
But the day I was out there with Pat, I don't know if the rap, or gonna be interesting.
yeah,
I'm sure you've looked at it.
yeah, it's like,
We'll
I'm
get
gonna
it.
say the wrong line, but
Yeah.
it's, to try to hook it up to anything, it's about 7 foot up, so.
Yeah.
But obviously got lower side too, but,
You're an engineer, you'll figure it out. Huh?
we'll figure it out,
Alright.
so. But, that's it for the most part, but yeah, so.
You're gonna have an assistant.
Yeah,
Or-
well, I don't know, we offered the position, so we'll see,
Cool.
see if he accepts, so, but, yeah,
Awesome.
be good to have some help going on, so. That's it, unless you got.
I had an individual call me
Yeah,
about the, dust control, wanting to know if they could hold off maybe a month to put that dust control on, because by the time the harvest starts, the dust control's basically gone.
That would be the second application.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
second
second application.
I know we've kinda come into a deal this year with how dry it's been.
Yeah,
where-
that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. I don't know if they wanna
Right.
third apply, but probably not, so, I mean, that's one of those things I think, This is a
That
very-
company, they probably wouldn't come back just for one or two, though. I mean.
no, yeah,
No,
exactly, so,
They won't do the third time without being paid for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, so, that's kinda
Or
where.
if they just moved it back a couple of weeks or something, but I don't know how that works with the dust control.
It seems
They
like
pretty much
some-
set on what they do.
Yeah.
Well, they have other counties, so,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just not the only county that do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I know that's more of a extenuating circumstance this year with just how dry it's been.
Yeah.
You're just gonna,
Okay.
you're gonna have to be a bad supervisor and just say, no, we're not gonna do.
Yeah. But it is down Staines area.
Oh, you're gonna have to be.
Who do you call Dan?
Awesome.
Got something for me?
Yeah, east, 350th Street and E Avenue going west. That's really a washboardy up that hill, it's very bad, a lot of semis drive that road.
Okay.
You ought to have somebody go out there and blade that, appreciate it. and then, 350th runs to the west, can't go east.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
That'd be great, that mile over from there to go on to the blacktop.
Okay.
Do that'd be great, man.
Alright,
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Yeah.
thanks, Ben. Tammy,
HR,
What? You're
can
up.
you,
What?
can you do this quickly? I have some farming to do.
Absolutely.
Ditto.
I don't really need anything, I just brought you the, junior achievement thing,
Oh.
paperwork, just so that you seen that, and then, yeah, our turnout was really good, right?
I thought it was really.
That was
Very good.
awesome, that was awesome.
Friday?
Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah.
that was really good, yeah, that's all I had.
I think everybody appreciates that.
Mhm.
Absolutely,
That's a-
and it's kinda fun,
It's a minor thing to do to say thank you, and I think that's a
it
real good
is,
thing to do.
it is.
Glad I thought of it.
Oh, whatever. Yeah,
He
yeah,
thought of
yeah.
a couple things.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't have anything else. Don't forget next Friday or next Monday, Bernie Loan Associates, Northwest Partners will be here.
Next one.
Next Monday,
In here?
in here.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, next Monday.
Uh,
That's nothing bad. It's just like an update time. Remember, we're getting ready. We're getting close to that time of year again.
Where has it gone?
I don't know. It's not fast this year.
I could have swore I was just here yesterday, last Monday. I mean, last week just went.
Yeah, it was going fast.
Don't get me wrong, I like to see y'all smiling faces.
Okay. Okay.
Did you
Yeah.
get it?
Thanks, Tammy.
Hey,
Thank you, Tammy.
no problem.
Can I have a
You got
motion
it.
to approve the claims?
I will make that motion.
And I will second
I
it.
sent it to
Been
you.
moved and seconded, approve the claims, all
Oh,
those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
This week, the
Aye.
claims are $96,017.47.
I have three
Good one.
questions on health insurance.
I don't think I've ever
Okay.
had one under $100,000.
Okay, and then I'll answer them for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
We're
and the last
going
one
into new territory.
was, the last one was, I'll just actually, you on it.
Okay, next is,
The last
change
one
the
was-
pasture contract date from 4/1
Okay.
to
You don't have any bridge projects.
4/1 to 10/1 to 4/15 to 10/15, which is just change the ending date basically, or start date, what they want it on.
What is this contract thing?
Hmm?
He needed it.
What is it?
Is there a pasture you rent out?
Yeah,
It's-
small pasture.
Yeah, like
Real
8
small,
acres
real
out by
small
the-
one up by the shed.
By the
Okay.
county shed out there.
It got
So
cut in
it's-
about half already because of the new shop.
Yeah.
But
So what does the county use it for?
we rent it out to
We
them.
rent it
We
out.
just rented.
Okay.
This is just really nothing. We kinda took care of it.
We have a contract with them, but
It's just-
they just wanted to
Change
extend
dates.
it to the 15th of.
Dirk had questions about it, so
October.
we've kinda worked it out with
Yeah.
Dirk.
So I'll make a motion, we amend the pasture contract from April 1st to October 1st to the new amendment would be April 15th to October 15th.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to amend the dates. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is approved sheriff's quarterly report. We've all got a copy of it.
Really like to see, I filed mine already, but I'd like to see a little bit of decrease in the sheriff's, the deputies' wages, but I don't know. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
No, we didn't talk
I've
about
been
it.
saying stuff out loud today, it's
We
terrible.
can
How's he
talk
gonna
about
get
that.
out of town?
He ain't gonna make it very far.
Okay, I'll make,
They're
I'll
probably
make
gonna
the-
want a little more so they can feed their cats.
that's, oh, that's true.
You know.
Yeah. I will, yeah.
You'll make a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a
Is
motion.
that your motion?
That's my
I
motion.
got flustered now.
Yeah. I was trying, yeah, nothing came out.
Don't make the motion.
Yeah.
I'll second.
God, he wasn't gonna let me even get out of town. I was gonna have to
She's
do
scared now.
Does he know what you drive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, okay, been moved and seconded to approve the sheriff's quarterly report, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Okay.
Have anything else?
Yes, wait, I forgot.
Okay.
We got an extension on FEMA
Great.
You want
till
federal?
December 31st.
Well, we're
I just
not-
got notification this morning.
Wonderful,
Alright,
but mum's the word to the contractor.
Yeah.
Right?
Contract
They don't
or
need to know.
nothing.
They don't
They don't need to know.
awesome.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
So, yeah, I just got it.
Anybody else have anything they want to say? All right, we'll adjourn at 9:41.
Good, thank you.
Sweeping floors at 10:30.
Turn it down.
Oh, did you?
Sure, yeah.
We have no
Yeah,
kids.
we did, yeah.
That's gonna be some meeting.
That's in
So I
all
can
person,
get
that's
down there.
got in a little late.
Singing out
Something
loud.
like that.
That's nice.
Swifties doing all.
Yeah.
Baby belt down to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, he said I back, so.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Sorry
not
about
big
you
deal.
guys went in,
They,
yeah, we wouldn't have said that.
Oh.
Agenda sent out.
Singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a box in there, on Friday, they play music over the intercom between classes.
No, I was gonna
and
tell
at the
Bill
end
I
of the day,
should
while
have
you're
done that.
playing,
I'll bring him tomorrow.
I don't know, that's special. I
You
like
need
the
apples?
balls by AC/DC. And Amy, the secretary, threw it out one day. She said, "You
Yeah, we
did
have
that."
4 trees.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they're now starting to all fall off now, so, thank you, God. I wish my tomato plants would die.
Oh, they will.
Not fast enough. No, pretty much.
Well, I gotta get back to the field.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
See you later.
Have a
Be
good
looking
one.
forward to seeing you.
Absolutely.
I'll have them rounded up.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll check the schedule.
Well, I'll get a hold of
Thank
you.
you.
I'll be waiting.
Yep, I'll look at my schedule.
Be safe again today.